Good morning, students. I hope you all are staying healthy and safe at your home. Now, today we have started our new chapter, that is Introduction to Algebra. Okay, students. Before starting the chapter, there is some recall is given. Just see what is given. The first one is complete the following patterns. Okay. So in this pattern, the numbers are 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17. So after that, which follows the pattern? That is the difference of two numbers, or you can say the odd number. So after the 17, it is 19, 21, 23. Okay. Now, see the B pattern: 30, 35, 33, 38, 36, 41, 39, 44. So in this pattern, can you see, students? Here is the number 30 plus 5, 35. Again, it deduce the number, just subtract the number 2. Means plus 5, then minus 2. Here plus 5 minus 2, plus 5 minus 2, plus 5. Now you have to make minus 2. So which number it comes? Okay, here which number is comes? Here is plus 5. Okay, after that minus 2. If you are minus this number 2, then it will be 42. Okay, then plus 5, 42 plus 5, 47, and minus 2 means 45. Okay, so in this way you have to do the pattern. Now see the next one also. Here is also some pattern is there, so you have to do by your own. Okay, just use your idea for solving these patterns. Now, second question is given. Answer the following. Just see the first one. If. Now see, this is some diagram. In this diagram there are some, you can say, circles or laddus. Okay, so here are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and the 6. Next, it is equal to 2 triangle. The 6 circle is equal to 2 triangle. Then what is the value of 1 triangle? It is equal to, if 6 are divided by 2, what will be the answer? Yes, the answer will be 3. So you just take the answer 3. That is, you have to write here 0, 0 and 0. Okay. Now moving to the next B. If there are the 5 circles and it is equal to 15 grams, then what is the value of 1 circle? Yes, 15 divided by 5. So it is equal to, again, yes, 3 grams. So here you have to write 3 grams. Okay. Now the next one. If square is equal to 5, triangle is equal to 3 and circle is equal to 7, then what is the value of that? Now see, 2 squares means 10. Okay, just write it here, 10 plus 3 circles, 1 circle is equal to 7. So 3 circles is equal to 7 3s are 21 plus triangle 3. So what is the 21 plus 10? Yes, 31, 32, 33, 34. So here is the answer 34. Yes, is it okay? Now moving ahead, our topic, that is introduction to algebra. Okay, see, some introductions are given there. Algebra is a branch of mathematics like arithmetic and geometry. In arithmetic, we deal with Hindu-Arabic numerals like 1, 2, 3, etc. And in algebra, we use the letters of the English alphabets to represent the value of number. These letters such as X, Y, Z, A, B, C, etc. we are using, yes, representing the numbers are literal numbers or literals. Okay, all the 4 operations of arithmetic, addition, subtraction, multiplication and division can be performed on them. Operations in algebra follow the same rules as those in arithmetic. Listen. Now the first one is variables. What are the variables? Let us start with some patterns and try to find out what a variable is. Now see here. Here is the pattern. What is the letter this is? You can see at T. Here double T, 3 times T, and here the 4 times T. Okay. Now see. So using the mastics, we are making the pattern of T, making the what you say, that is the alphabet T. Okay. Now, number of mastics required to form the pattern is given in the table below. Just see here, number of T's formed. When you are forming the 1 T, how many mastics are there? 1 and 2. When you are forming the 2 T, how many mastics you used? 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, now when you are drawing the when you are stick the okay, for the 3T, what you require, how much you required? 1 2 3 4 5 6 matchsticks. Okay, now in this way, from the given table it is clear that the number of matchsticks required to form T shape is twice the number of shape formed. Yes, if you want to make the T for one T only, then 2 matchsticks required, then 2T 4 matchsticks required, for 3T 6 required, and 4T you required 8 matchsticks. Okay, therefore the number of sticks used is equal to 2 multiplied by number of shapes formed. Yes, it is clear to all of you students. Now suppose if we represent the number of shape formed using a letter n, where n takes the values 1, 2, 3, 4 and in the successions. Okay, then the number of matchsticks used is equal to 2 multiplied by n, which can also be written as 2n. Okay, now see the next one. Another pattern you can see, the number of matchsticks used in each shape of pattern can be represented in the form of table as below. Number of shapes formed. For these form shapes, that is square, how many required? 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, so 4, 3 multiplied by 1 plus 1. Okay, next for the 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 means 3 multiplied by 2 plus 1 again. For the 3 multiplied by 3 plus 1, and 4, 3 multiplied by 4 plus 1. Just see what is the successive numbers are given there. The number of matchsticks required is equal to 3 multiplied by number of shape form plus 1. Therefore, if n represent the number of squares, then the number of matchsticks is equal to 3n plus 1. Here n takes the values 1, 2, 3, 4 up to in a succession. Okay, now thus we can define the word variable as something that can vary, means the number variable is changing. Vary means changes. Thus we can define the word variable as something that can vary, that is change. The value of variable is not fixed. So from this what you have calculated, that the value of variable not fixed. It can take different values. In the above examples, n is an example of variable and n takes the different values. As you know, are you understood what I am telling to you? Yes, means the value of variable changes at every time. Okay, it is not fixed. A symbol which does not have a fixed value and can take various values is called the variable. So what is the meaning of variable? A symbol which does not change a symbol which does not have a fixed value. Okay, a symbol which does not have a fixed value and can change various values called the variable. Letters of the English alphabet is generally used to represent a variable. For example, X, Y, Z, A, B, C, P, Q, R, etc. Any variable can you be, any alphabet can you use as a variable. Okay, now a symbol which has a fixed numerical value is called a constant. Now see what is the difference of variable and constant. The value of variable changes at every time, okay, but a symbol which has a fixed numerical value is called the constant. Constant means it doesn't change its value. For example, 7, 11, 34, etc. are constants. Now, let us see how certain among common rules involved in various situations can be framed using variables. For example, Amit has 25 pebbles, more than Sumit. Okay. Now, let us express the number of pebbles Amit has in terms of the numbers of pebbles Sumit has. Let the number of pebbles with Sumit in y, and therefore the number of pebbles with Amit is equal to y plus 25. Okay. Just see the first one. In an auditorium, 30 seats are arranged in each row. Okay, what is the rule that gives the total number of seats in the auditorium? Yes, for that what you have to do, let the number of rows of seats in the auditorium be x and the number of seats in each row is equal to 30. Therefore the total number of seats in the auditorium is equal to 30x. Okay, now some example is given also. Here is the pattern. You just have to find out the number of mastics used and number of patterns. Okay, and what is the rule for that. Just see the exercise 7.1. Okay, now see exercise 7.1. Okay, find the rule which gives the number of mastics required to make the following patterns. Use a variable to write the rules. Okay, now for that, just see the first one. For making the first triangle, how many mastics are required? 3. Okay, for the one triangle you required 3. Then for the two triangles, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For the two triangles you required 5. Now the 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, now you can see when the number of patterns increases, number of mastics required is also increases. For first it is 3, then 5, then 7. Mean how many are it increases? 2 at a time. So it can be written as, if the number of mastics is equal to n, so it can be written as 2n plus 1. Yes, so this is the pattern. Now see for the second. For the 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, for the 2 it is 5. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. For the two triangles it is 8. Okay, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It is 10. So it can be written as 3n plus 1. Okay, in this way you have to count and write the remaining one following the same rule. Just see the second question. There are 25 students in each section of class 6th in a school. Okay, write the rule for the total number of students of class 6. What you have to do, you just have to find out the answers. Okay, just see. There are 25 students in each section of class 6 in a school. So, you have to take the number of section as n. So, you have to write number of section is equal to n. Therefore, what is written? There are 25 students in each section. Therefore, in each section, number of students is equal to 25. Therefore, what is asked? Write the rule for the total number of students. Therefore, you have to write total number of students it is equal to, how you write? It is required write as 25n. Okay, are you understood how to write? Now see the next one, that is third. What is the question? There are 10 trees in a row in a garden. Okay, write the rule for the total number of trees in the garden. Take the number of rows as m. So write here we just write it as let number of rows, how much are there? Number of rows is equal to, you have to write m. Okay, then there are 10 trees in a row. Therefore, number of trees in a garden, number of trees in a row, it is equal to 10. So you have to find out total number of trees in garden. Therefore, total number of trees in garden is equal to, what you have to do, you just have to write 10 m. Okay, so in this way you have to follow the same rule for the examples and solve the examples. Okay, now see the next one. Now see what is variables in rules. Okay, so rules for geometry. What are the rules for geometry? In a previous classes you have learned how to find the perimeter of a rectangular polygon. Okay, the perimeter of a polygon is the sum of the length of all its side. You know already how you find out the perimeter, by adding all the length of the sides. Consider an equilateral triangle. You know what is the equilateral triangle? That is, all the sides are equal. All the three sides of an equilateral triangle are equal in length. Let us denote this side of this triangle as L. Okay, so perimeter of a triangle is equal to sum of the length of its side. It is equal to 3 times the length of the side of triangle. That is, 3 multiplied by L is equal to 3L. Okay, so we get a rule for finding the perimeter of a triangle is 3L. Are you understood, everyone? Now see the next one. If we consider the perimeter of an equilateral triangle as the variable say P, then the relation between the perimeter P and the length L of an equilateral triangle is P is equal to 3L. P means perimeter and L is the length of triangle. So it is written as P is equal to 3L. Okay, now consider a rectangle ABCD. We know that in rectangle ABCD, AB is equal to CD. You know how to draw the rectangle. In the rectangle, opposite sides are equal. Here, AB is equal to L means the length, and AD is equal to BC is equal to B means the opposite sides are having the same length. Then the length of AB as L and length of BC as B. Therefore, the perimeter of rectangle ABCD is equal to length of AB plus length of BC, length of CD plus length of DA. Just see here, 2 into AB plus 2 into BC. So 2 multiplied by AB plus BC. AB plus BC is AB is the length and BC is the breadth. So if the perimeter of rectangle is denoted by variable P, then P is equal to 2 into L plus B. L is the length and B is the breadth. So both L and B can take values independent of each other. Are you understood, everyone? How to write the variables in rules? Yes. See, rule for arithmetic. You already learned various properties of addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Yes. Now see, some properties can be generalized using variables. The first one, commutative property of addition. We know that 5 plus 4 is 9 and 4 plus 5 is again 9, or 5 plus 4 is equal to 4 plus 5. It is equal to 9. That means the order in which two numbers are added will not change their sum. This is known as the commutative property of addition. You have already learned about that property. Yes, while changing the order, it doesn't change the answers. Okay, then if we consider two variables A and B, which can be take any value, then the above result can be written as A plus B is equal to B plus A. Yes, you can verify this by taking any values of A and B. Are you understood, everyone? Commutative property of addition. Okay, instead of using the numbers, we are using the variables. Now, associative property of multiplication. We know that 5 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 2, it is equal to 15 multiplied by 2 means 30. Okay. Now, what is the associative property? If you are randomly multiplying any three numbers, it doesn't change the answer. Okay. While multiplying three or more numbers, the product is always the same regardless of their grouping. This is known as the associative property of multiplication. You know what is the associative property of multiplication? Means instead of multiplying serially, you can randomly multiply any number to any number. If there are more than 2 or 3 numbers, it doesn't change any answers. Okay, so instead of number we have taken the variable ABC. So it will be written as A multiplied by B multiplied by C, it is equal to A multiplied by B multiplied by C. Okay, so are you understood this property also? Now distributive property. So the product 7 multiplied by 53 can be found out easily by expressing 53 as the sum of 50 and 3. Yes, so it is the distributive property. So 7 multiplied by 53, instead of 53 you have to write 50 plus 3. So it will be easy and convenient for you. So what is the answer? 7 multiplied by 50 plus 7 multiplied by 3. So it is equal to 350 plus 21. It is equal to 371. This result can be applied for any 3 numbers. This property of number is known as the distributive property of multiplication over addition. Means this property is eligible for multiplication over addition, because in the 53 you are doing the addition. Okay, instead of using these numbers, if you are using the variables, that is A, B and C, so it is written as A multiplied by B plus C, it is equal to A multiplied by B plus A multiplied by C. C's distributive property of multiplication over subtraction can be expressed as A multiplied by B minus C, it is equal to A multiplied by B minus A multiplied by C. So students, are you understood this concept of property, that is rule for arithmetic? Yes.